Coming up on Wolverine Sports Magazine, hockey is ready to roll at the Frozen Four. We'll check in with a Michigan football player who's primed for his time to shine. Baseball starts Big Ten play hot, and men's gymnastics claims another conference crown. That and more on the way next.
Wolverine Sports Magazine is presented by Meijer.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the XL Energy Center in downtown St. Paul, Minnesota. This will be the fourth time this venue has hosted the Frozen Four. Michigan, coincidentally enough, was here on the three previous occasions. They call Minnesota the state of hockey. Well, we certainly expect these stands to be packed Thursday night when the Wolverines take on top overall seed Boston College. The Wolverines hit the ice Wednesday for a 60-minute practice. Much has been gained by the guys who've been here before, some for a second straight year, others for a third, giving them a great deal of confidence heading into their showdown with the Eagles.
It's great to be here. You're waiting a week and a half to get it going, but in the meantime, we put a lot of good work in, put together a really good plan to peak at the right time, and guys have been battling. And like I said, we're just excited to be here and get going on Thursday.
Do you feel like an underdog in this whole thing? Because from the outside, it feels like Michigan's kind of painted that way.
Yeah, I'd rather have people paint us that way as an underdog. We believe in our team and we're confident in what we can do. We don't have anything to prove to other people. It's more to prove it to ourselves and to prove it to the supporters and fans of Michigan that we want to do something special for Michigan, and that's what we're going to try and do.
Do you feel like an underdog going into this game?
Yeah, I think just like if you look at stuff like the rankings and stuff, and just, we battled all year. Our record it looks a little different than some of these other teams, but I think, that can show how many hard games we've played. I think, we've had a lot of adversity. I think that can only help you when it comes to the playoffs. Once we're here, we all have the same record, right? Everyone's, 0-0. So, I feel like an underdog, but in a good way.
After the year that we've had and all the adversity that we've taken on, I definitely think we're a little bit more of a villain here. Compared to the other three teams that are here, so it's definitely good to go in with that mentality, and I think it's going to help us a lot.
I'll have a post-game report after Thursday's game and pre- and post-game coverage of the national championship if the Wolverines get by the Eagles. Football has completed 9 of 15 spring practices, and today we focus on a veteran who's looking forward to having a breakout season on the edge of the defense.
Pass rushing, something I pride myself on, trying to be really dominant in that this year, but all phases, with all the time that I've been, practicing and stuff, I've really been sharpening all areas of my game. Can definitely continue to get better in the run in all phases, like pass rush, even everything, but yeah, I pride myself on pass rush.
TJ is a 3-year letter winner who appeared in 9 games last season. He'll have an opportunity to make his mark on the D this fall.
I've learned from great guys, like freshman year, came in and watched Hutch and Jabo, all the seniors, Mike Moe, everybody. I don't want to leave anybody out, literally everybody. They showed me what to do, and now it's just what about how I can add, my touch to it, what I can do when it's my turn.
There are 3 practices left before the spring game kicks off at noon on Saturday, April 20th. And remember, if you can't make it to the Big House, you can watch the game on Fox Television.
Wolverine Sports Magazine is presented by Meijer and brought to you in part by Alro Steel, by Abso Pure Water, and by Grand Traverse Resort.
Baseball has been one of the hottest teams in the Big Ten early this season, racing out to a 6-3 league record. They host Minnesota this weekend after taking 2 out of 3 last weekend in Iowa City. On Friday, Iowa led 1-0 in the 4th inning when Cole Caruso had this bases-loaded single, scoring Colin Priest to tie the game at 1 apiece. It's still 1-1 in the 5th. There are 2 on and 2 out for Dylan Stanton, who singles home Mitch Voigt, giving the Wolverines a 2-1 edge. 2 apiece in the bottom of the 9th inning. Runner on third, 1 out. Kyle Dernetti comes home with it, and catcher Will Rogers applies the tag. The Wolverines get out of the inning 1 batter later to force extras. But the Hawkeyes won it in the 10th when Merrick Matthews gets the game-winning hit, a single to left field, giving Iowa the series-opening win 3-2. The teams played a doubleheader Saturday. Iowa scored single runs in the first and second innings to take a 2-0 lead into the third. That's when Priest smashed a one-out, two-run homer to right field to tie the game, the freshman's 5th of the season. Later in the inning, the Wolverines took a 4-2 lead after back-to-back bases-loaded walks. Runs count any way you can scratch them out, and Michigan wins 4-3. In Game 2 Saturday, Dylan Stanton picks up a 2-out single in the first inning. That scores A.J. Garcia, and it's 1-0 Michigan. A sloppy third inning defensively helped Iowa put a 3-spot on the board, but the Wolverines scored 1 run in the 5th and 3 more in the 6th to take a 5-3 lead. Brock Lietgeb's triple brings home Mac Timbrook and Priest. Bottom of the frame, Iowa tied it up at 6, then Michigan blew it open in the 8th. Voigt had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. That's his team-leading 26th run batted in. The double scores Garcia, and Michigan went ahead 7-6. The Wolverines take it 10-6 and find themselves alone in 3rd place in the Big Ten. The softball team's 10-game win streak came to an end Friday, April 5th in Evanston, Illinois. Northwestern scored 2 runs in the 2nd inning, then opened things up in the 3rd when they hit back-to-back home runs. The Wildcats run-ruled Michigan 9-1 in 5. With rain coming in Sunday, the teams played a doubleheader Saturday. It was a tough start for Michigan. Northwestern clubbed a first-inning home run and followed that up with a grand slam. The home team led 6-0 after 3 innings. Michigan fought back by scoring 5 runs in the 5th. Maddie Erickson gets the double, scoring 2 runners. Maddie with her team-leading 26th RBI of the season, but the Cats scored twice in the bottom of the inning and put away the Wolverines 8-5. The final game of the series was sloppy. Northwestern led 4-2 in the 5th when Ava Costales hit this 2-run homer. Ella Stevenson was aboard and the game was knotted at 4 apiece. It was Ava's 2nd home run of the season. And talk about frustrating losses. Lauren Durkowski walked home the winning run in the bottom of the 7th. Northwestern wins 5-4 to sweep the 3-game set. The Wolverines got back to their winning ways Tuesday night in East Lansing against Michigan State. Kiki Thole started things off in the 2nd inning when she clubbed her 8th home run of the season, a long shot to straightaway center, and Michigan led 1-0. 3 batters later, with 2 runners aboard and nobody out, Ella Stevenson gets the first of her 3 hits on the night. The double scores 2, and the Wolverines lead 3-0. It's 5-1 Michigan in the 4th when Ellie Sealer smacks a 2-run homer over the right field wall. It's the junior's 4th of the campaign, and the Wolverines go up 7-1. Thole did it again in the 5th. This leadoff homer, her team leading 9th of the season, gave the visitors a commanding 8-2 lead. But the senior wasn't done yet. Kiki became the first Wolverine since 2017 to hit 3 homers in a game. She belted her 10th of the season in the 6th. Big night for Kiki and the Wolverines, who beat the Spartans 11-5. Iowa comes to town this weekend. Congratulations to the men's gymnastics team who won the program's 4th straight Big Ten championship, April 5th in Champaign. Sophomore Fred Richard also captured his 2nd consecutive all-around title. The Wolverines posted a season-high team score on the vault, which gave them a lead they would never give up. The Wolverines won a pair of individual championships on Saturday. Sophomore Landon Blixt captured the floor exercise, and Bold, a sophomore, was tops on the parallel bars. For the 3rd straight season, Yoon Shah was honored as the Big Ten Coach of the Year. The 11th ranked women's team hosted an NCAA regional last week at Chrysler, but Michigan failed to qualify for the national championship meet. Graduate student Gabby Wilson earned a share of the regional vault title for the Wolverines. Gabby will be joined by teammates Sierra Brooks and Carly Bauman at the NCAA championships, where they'll compete for individual titles. Women's golf was at the Chattanooga Classic in Tennessee this week, and senior Monet Chun had the performance of her life Monday in round number 2. The Toronto native fired a school single-round record 61. Her 10-under total included 11 birdies, 6 pars, and a bogey. She becomes only the 7th collegiate golfer to shoot a 61. Monet finished the tourney at -10 to tie a school 54-hole record, claiming medalist honors for the third time in her career. That same record-setting day, teammate Sydney Sung posted a career-best 66. As a team, Michigan shot 3 over to top the 16-team field. The second-ranked women's tennis team remained unbeaten in conference play after a 6-1 win at Michigan State last Saturday. Michigan continues its 3-match road swing this weekend when they travel to Wisconsin Friday and Minnesota on Sunday. Senior Jacob Bickerstaff won his 50th career dual meet singles match to help pace the men in its 6-1 win over Indiana April 5th. Sunday, the Wolverines upped their Big Ten record to 6-0 with a 4-0 whitewash of Purdue. Next up, Penn State Friday, Ohio State Sunday, both on the road. Women's lacrosse is ranked 6th this week and started a new win streak by beating number 22 Penn State Friday in State College. Kaylee Dyer scored 4 goals and added 2 assists to become just the 7th player in program history to eclipse the 100 career point mark. Catherine Merrifield netted 2 tallies, and with 10 stops against the Nittany Lions, goalie Aaron O'Grady became the 5th netminder in program history to record 100 single-season saves. Michigan took it 15-10. They'll be in Baltimore Sunday to battle Johns Hopkins. The 15th-ranked men's team made a late charge against Rutgers Sunday, but they ended up losing 9-7 on senior night. John Morgan notched his first career hat trick for the Wolverines, who traveled to Penn State for a game on Saturday beginning at noon. Rowing hosted Michigan State on Belleville Lake Saturday morning. The 9th-ranked Wolverines dominated, taking all 7 races against the Spartans, with the first varsity 8 winning by more than 15 seconds. It gets tougher this weekend when the Wolverines host Texas. The races are set to begin 9 a.m. on Saturday. Water polo, track and field, men's golf, all also in action this week. Make sure you stay updated on Michigan athletics at mgoblue.com and our various social media channels. And once again, we'll have coverage here from the Frozen Four as Michigan takes on Boston College in the national semifinals. See you next time right here on Wolverine Sports Magazine.